Hi, welcome to Lessons with Cameron. In this video we're taking a look at the PRS SE Cleo, the new signature guitar from PRS for Herman Li. We're going to go over a couple details on this and then we'll just start playing. You've got a Floyd Rose floating tremolo with double locking nut. We've got Fishman electronics all the way through here, so 2 humbuckers and a single coil on a 5-way switch. We've got the coil tap push-pull here, which is typical of most PRS guitars, and then a volume knob here. Most notably, this of course is a brand new shape for PRS. It's still PRS, but just a little bit, you know, it's different. It's very much so its own thing. It's unique to the PRS line, that's for sure. We've got this jack plate sitting on the front, so you do load here. It gives you great access to just hook that under your strap. On the back, we got the traditional vampire bites that you're used to seeing on the old double locking guys. Also, we just got the PRS tuners here with the new wing buttons. All of the hardware looks like it's in a smoked chrome color, which is pretty darn cool. And then, of course, dragons. Why not dragons instead of birds? So you've got dragons on all your inlays. Looks like each dragon is doing something a little bit different. Got a battery placement here, so you can just pop that in and out, so we don't have to get into the access cavities. A rather large cavity here to handle all of the crazy electronics to run in this bad boy. And, of course, tremolo underneath here. A 4-bolt pattern holding the bolt-on neck. And let's just give it a listen. Now, position 4, which is the neck pickup and the middle pickup. Okay, now we'll go to the middle setting, so just the, I believe, just the single coil. Okay, and it's got a pretty cool, I mean, that is a pretty cool tone. You could get it's pretty neat. All right, so we're gonna go to the position 2, which is the bridge pickup and the center. All right, and then to the bridge. This is just the bridge pickup by himself. Now we're going to go to the pull, so we're tapping all the humbucking pickups. We're going to run that same series of pickups, so we're going to start back at the neck. It's still really thick and full though for the split sound. I feel like the bridge pickup isn't really giving me what I asked for, but at the same time, like, it's pretty cool, and I definitely see it. It's just a flavor I'm not used to seeing on the bridge in this tapped mode. All right, so now we're going to switch to the dirty channel, and we're going to go ahead and untap. Back to the neck. I like to start, I love the bridge the most, so for me I like to save the best for last. I'm going to go ahead and start back on the neck, and we're going to do just some notes chords. I'll try to mix it up as much as I can. So again, it's really milky and satisfying. I think these pickups are absolutely fantastic. Fishmans are just a different animal. Definitely, it's my first time spending a lot of time with Fishmans. Now I'm going to the 4th setting, so that's going to be, again, neck and middle. Not my favorite, but I think it's a matter of opinion. Some people probably would love that sound, which doesn't really, it's not moving me. Now we're into the middle setting. Okay. Bridge and middle. And then bridge. Got my buddy Jim here. He's going to go ahead and hop on this thing and do a little bit of playing for you so you can hear another set of hands on this doing a different set of things. So here you go. Jim, take it away. Alright, so now I'm confidently going through the pickups one more time, this time with an informed opinion. I can tell you exactly what 10 of the 13 are, the 3 mystery tones. I'll hopefully make a update video if I'm able to get one of these in my hands at the time. Alright, so here we go, starting with position 1, humbucker. Full bridge humbucker. Let's put some maybe not that much gain. Oh, somebody diddled everything while I was gone. Now in the second position, we're going to go with inner coil on the bridge plus the center coil. Now to switch. In the middle setting, this is just a single coil. The distortion. In the fourth position, I've got the center coil and the inner coil of the neck. That one's kind of full, and I like that a lot. It's very different than the others. It's a little muddy for distortion maybe, but and then we go to the neck. This is going to be full neck humbucker. Little distortion. It's kind of woolly and it's a neck pickup. So now I'm going to go ahead and let me pop this open one more time. Now we're going to pull the volume knob up. And this is going to do, it's going to kind of keep it in a split setting all the time except the middle setting is probably the best way to describe this. I'll just do it backwards. So from position 5 again, coil tapped on the neck, outer coil. Then position 4, that's the outer coil of the bridge and the outer coil of the neck. What a fun combination we've got. And then position 3, the outer full humbuckers, and I just figured out where the other 3 tones are. Add a little bit of distortion, because now we're actually in proper territory. Alright, position 4. This is the position 2. This is the inner coils. So position 2 near the bridge is the outer coils. Is the inner coils. Position 4 near the neck is the outer coils. Gosh, this is really hard to keep straight sometimes. So, just to review, I'm in position 2, so that's the inner coils. Then clean. lastly, I've got position 1. This is the inner coil of just the bridge. That's cool. All right. So now I'm going to take you through the 3 sounds that I overlooked the first time because there's tiny little asterisks and we got to look for them. The first sound there, this tone knob apparently is going to give you voice 2 on 3 of these options, which are all humbucker options. So when you're in the full humbucker bridge, full humbucker neck, or full humbucker bridge and neck, pulling the tone knob will give you a second voice. So let's explore what that means. I'm going to go to the bridge pickup first. And we'll do this in clean and then I'll switch. How do I describe that? I think that's a little more mid-forward, I guess. It's hard to really put my finger on what that is. And so now we're going to move to the middle setting with the volume knob pulled up and the tone knob pulled up. This will give us voice 2 for both active humbuckers. So I'm going to put the knob back down for just regular humbuckers. Voice 2. Woofier. I'm sure that when we do the distortion run through all these sounds, it's going to probably be more evident what these are doing. And then we're going to go lastly, push this guy back in position 5, so I'm on just the neck humbucker. Again, pushed in, so we're normal. And pulled out for voice 2. So again, voice 2 of those 3 humbucker sounds seems to roll off some of the highs and seems to make it a little bit woofier, a little pushes the mids just a little bit more in the bass, and so it definitely seems to be rolling off the top. Best guess. All right, so I found all 13 tones, and I feel much better about having presented this guitar doing all of the things it does, because holy cow, I had no idea it was doing all this. So now how do you describe what it's doing? I actually am not really sure what the madness is behind this, other than yeah, I don't actually understand what the... I mean, it makes sense as you look at the diagram, but I barely. I can't figure out what the rhyme and reason is. I think once you figure out which of the 13 sounds you like the best, you'll probably know exactly where to go to get them. So let's do the distortion, doing those 3 things again. So again, bridge pickup, humbucker mode by push down. Pull this, push down for voice 1, distortion on. And we pull back for voice 2. Okay, that's interesting. We're going to go to the middle setting, pull the volume knob to get 2 humbuckers here, and then here it is pushed in, so voice 1. And then voice 2. It kind of sits, I think, deeper in the mix maybe. I'm going to push this guy back in, go to position 5 for the full neck humbucker, and pushed in, voice 1. Pulled out for voice 2. They're definitely different, wow. But I don't know when... I think when I want to sit further back in the mix, I might go for voice 2, but if I want to sit more up front in the mix, voice 1. I feel like with voice 2 on this bridge humbucker, for example, I'm going to blend in better with the rest of the music while I'm not maybe soloing, or if maybe I'm not putting a lead part out front, and I can just pop that back in. That'll push me up just enough to to kind of stay in balance with the rest of the band without getting too far ahead volume-wise and without having to put my foot on anything. Though I'm not sure if I prefer pulling on a pot to tapping a switch, so it's kind of hard to say where I would use that. I'm thinking in the studio you have a lot of options because you have all the time in the world. So altogether, the electronics wound up being the most complicated part of the whole guitar. Then here's my overall takes. My first impression take, of course, knowing nothing. If I just walked into a guitar store not knowing anything about this guitar and picking it up, that was captured in the first part of the video. Second part of the video is post-research and a whole lot of like rumination, I guess. So here's my takes. First of all, dragons on the neck, awesome, awesome. Doesn't matter if it's Herman Li or not, just awesome. Love the dragons. The finish is a pretty rad charcoal purple burst. The body is incredibly comfortable. The guitar is pretty lightweight. I'm not sure what it weighs. I believe, if I had to guess, it's right around that high 6s, low 7s. Double locking trem, it's kind of like one of those guitars. I will say I had to lower the bridge a little bit to get it closer to where I want. I didn't bring it all the way to full shred city because whoever buys this may not necessarily want a guitar that just goes off the rails when you touch it. But it is pretty great. Once you're used to these electronics, I think this is going to be a slam dunk. So again, you got that battery access spot here, which is really nice. You don't ever want to open those if you can help it. And no, I don't have any complaints. I thought I might. I just don't. I think that yeah, it's a lovely guitar. The finish of every detail is really done really well. This is the PRS quality that we're used to. Anyway, I wanted to say thanks for tuning in. This has been Lessons with Cameron, and we'll catch you next time.